So we're just about ready to start doing some actual API searches by using our API key here from YouTube. In the previous section, we both signed up for the key, and we also installed a small package to help us do the searching. In this section, we're going to start to flesh out that search process. So we need to make a call to the YouTube API to get some information. Once we get that information, we need to spread that info throughout the entire app, right? Like we need to search for a list of videos, and then that returned response, that actual list of videos, needs to flow throughout all of our components. Every single component needs to know about all these different videos. So the question becomes, where should we fetch that list of videos? What component in here should be actually responsible for grabbing that info? Maybe the search bar. The search bar is the one that actually provides the search term. The thing is that the video detail and the video list also use the data as well, so maybe they should be the one to make the search. Well, React has a term to kind of address this overall topic. The name of that term is downwards data flow. Downwards data flow means that only the most parent component in an application should be responsible for fetching data, be it from an API or from a Flux framework or Redux itself even. And we'll talk more about those advanced concepts later, but for now, just know that we want the most parent component that's concerned with a piece of information to be responsible for fetching it. Index is the most parent component we have. So all the other components that we're going to have, video detail, video list item, and video list, are going to be children of app. And all of these other components are going to need to make use of this fetch data. Therefore, it makes sense that the component in index.js, our actual app, our top level component, should be responsible for fetching the data. Okay, so now we know where we want to fetch our data from. Let's actually get to it and fetch some data. So first off, remember that this file is like a silo of sorts. So to get access to that search package that we downloaded, we need to import it into this file. So at the top, we'll add import yt search, which stands for YouTube search, from YouTube API search. Okay, so here's how this package works. We'll call it, and the first argument to it is going to be an object with a search term and the API key. So this is basically like a function right here. Let's give it a shot by doing a sample search. So I'll add a new line here, and this is just going to be a for example. We're going to do this totally outside of the component for right now. And we'll say yt search, and we'll pass it an object with a key, API key, and a term of, let's say, surfboards. So we have an object with a key and a term. Then we'll pass a second argument here, a function that gets called with some response data, and we'll just console.log that data, like so. Okay, so if you're familiar with, say, jQuery Ajax, the Ajax function, or the get function from jQuery, this looks pretty similar to it in some regard. We basically pass some configuration options and then a callback function. So I'm going to save this and flip over to Chrome. And let's go ahead and refresh the page. And you'll see we get a console log here. It's an array of objects, and it looks like there's 5 of them. And each of them appears to represent a single video from YouTube. So you can see that each object has like thumbnails, which looks like it's a thumbnail of the video. We have a title for the video, and we also get stuff like the description of the video as well. So this looks perfect. This looks like just the data that we need to put our search app together. Cool. Okay, so now that we've got our data in a good place here, let's continue in the next section and start making use of it.